please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Now, the 800 series, which is the top-of-the-line chipset, packs in all these amazing features where it's better security, AI, better camera. Think about it and it's there. Speaking specifically about India, the more popular or the more saturated segment in India is but obviously the budget smartphone segment, which has typically seen so far at least the 400 or in some cases the 600 series of chipsets. So how do you then pack in like some of these better technologies for lower end smartphones so that users, which is by
it's a new flagship, and we do that on a very regular cadence. And then what we do is during the year we take some of the technologies, a subset of the technologies from our new 800, and move them into the 600 tier, the 400 tier, and the 200 tier. So some of the technologies will waterfall down, some will stay exclusive to the premium tier. For example, the very best graphics performance, the very best gaming performance, the very best ability to have a immersive or virtual or augmented reality experience will probably stay in the 800 tier. But some of the advances in camera, some of the advances in video and so forth, some of the advances in power, we're able to move down to the less expensive tiers. And so it is true that even a user who buys a new Snapdragon 6 or 400 in the next year is going to take advantage of some of those technologies.
All right, so now you've been working on the Snapdragon 845, which was revealed at the summit. Hopefully we're going to see that across all flagship smartphones, or at least that's the hope, in 2018. What else is on offer, or what's in the pipelines for Qualcomm now? You've entered the PC space. You've launched your chipset already. What do the next 12 months look for you like?
Well, I think in smartphones, you're right. We expect a lot of success with smartphones. We're just entering the PC market, so that'll also take off over time. We also see an opportunity for dedicated augmented and virtual reality devices. And so they had a lot of hype maybe a few years ago. Some of that hype has died down, but we think there's some compelling new designs coming out in 2018. And as we look ahead, we think that's going to be a form factor that eventually does take off and offer a very great user experience.
Can you speak to us a little more about the new form factor? Because what you said about virtual reality or augmented reality dying down was essentially the design, walking around with a headset. It's gimmicky, it's fun for the first 15 minutes. And then you get over it, right? So when you talk about a new form factor, which we will get to see in 2018, what do you mean by that?
So, one of the ways to experience virtual reality today is you can buy a visor, a display, if you will, and you just drop your smartphone in, right? But there's a lot of limitations of your smartphone just being slotted in. It doesn't have the right cameras, it doesn't have a flexible display, it doesn't have the right type of display. And so what you need is virtual and augmented reality devices that are made specifically for that purpose. And that's what we believe we'll see in 2018. And then over time, as there's new materials, new displays, as we introduce new chips, the battery life will continue to improve. The devices will keep getting smaller and lighter until they look like the glasses that you have today. And then you'll have the glasses that you have today where you see the world around you, but you can also augment the real world with the virtual world using information from the cloud.
So are we trying to say that Google actually might have got it right 8 years back with the Google Glass, because that didn't go I mean, it didn't see the light of the day, but that was something that they got right. The fact that it has to be something that is easily wearable. It's not something that's very intrusive. But we're coming back or circling back to it in 2018.
I think you walk around today and you see a lot of individuals staring at their phone for maps or to get additional information. But this phone is just a very small window, right? And you can see the world around your phone. But if you take that small window and put it around your eyes and you can augment what you see in the real world with additional information, it's a very compelling experience. The issue is the technology just isn't there yet. We're going to see leaps with the Snapdragon 845 in 2018, and then there'll be more leaps in the years to come.